The issue of crime in our downtown areas and on Metro Transit has become a politically loaded controversy. This week at the Capitol, suburban Republicans said something needs to be done. A grandfather had this complaint to a legislator about light rail.
It was an argument that almost resulted in a major fight, and he was very disturbed that he put his granddaughter in harm's way and will not be riding the light rail anymore.
Statistics show that crime on light rail was up 23% last year over the year before. Joining us to talk about crime on Metro Transit and light rail buses as well, Charlie Zelle, the chair of the Met Council. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, Esme.
All right. Let me ask you, what about the comment from that grandfather in Lakeville that he's scared to bring his granddaughter onto light rail? What do you say about that?
Well, you know, we take that impression very seriously. Statistically, he should not have any problem. 99.9% of our traffic, which is up on our light rail system, are having safe and comfortable rides. But the impression, and actually the reality, is nuisance crimes have been on the increase, and we're cracking down on it. We've increased our traffic police. We have increased surveillance. As I was mentioning, we are now changing our cameras to be live streamed so we can keep an eye on.
We're looking at some file video here, but you mentioned before the show you're actually adding live stream cameras. What will that do, do you think?
Well, it means that when there are any kind of nuisance crimes, and that could be people smoking, that could be loud music, I think that gives the impression that it's unsafe. And yes, there are kind of harassing comments. We want to be on that right away. And we're increasing the number of our transit police, but also we have proposals before the legislature to declassify the fines for not payment of fares.
Okay, so that would no longer be a crime. It would decriminalize it to not have a ticket. A lot of people are saying, is that really the answer? How is that going to help crime by not making it a crime to not have a ticket?
It's part of the answer. We need more eyes and ears.
Why is that part of the answer, though?
We need more eyes and ears on the trains. So if we decriminalize the fare enforcement, we're able to get more ambassadors to give tickets. Right now, only sworn peace officers can give a petty misdemeanor, which is a $180 fine. And frankly, out of the thousands and thousands of people that we've warned or given tickets, only 45 have actually paid the fine. We want to actually lean into enforcement, not away.
So they're not looking into the ticket, people are riding for free, but they're looking into actual crimes there. What about some of these Republican proposals for grants and other things? I mean, are you on the same page with them?
I think it's gratifying that we have bipartisan support for increased safety. I'm a bus person. I spent 35 years in either the bus company or as commissioner of MnDOT. I know how you create safety and safety cultures, and it doesn't happen with good intentions and posters. It happens with additional resources, a strategy, and multiple efforts. And you know, frankly, with Representative Kosnick having ideas, Representative Tabke on the other side having ideas, we're up for any of them. We think we're taking actions we can do right now, and we look forward to legislative support to do even more.
Is there enough training? Are you working also with other police departments, like with the Minneapolis Police Department, working together to try and deal with this problem?
No, absolutely. This isn't just a Metro Transit issue. This involves all the communities we work with, not only law enforcement, but human services, health departments. You know what? This is a societal issue. But the trains and the buses, we need to keep them safe so people feel they can take a ride without being harassed and in a comfortable, welcoming atmosphere.
And quickly, the homeless problem, people who are homeless riding in the trains because they have no place else to go, that's a difficult problem for you.
It is, and I think the homelessness, the unsheltered, the most vulnerable, have found our trains to be safer.
And warmer.
And this really speaks to the issues of homelessness we have in our entire state, and how we need to take action to make sure that they have a place to go. Met Council has devoted $1 million, along with other philanthropies, to create an immediate housing for those that are on the streets.
All right. Well, Charlie Zelle, thank you so much, the chair of the Met Council. Thank you so much for your time this Sunday morning.
Thank you, Esme.